Fuentes was delivered to the Chileans, and it's a letter of appreciation and gratitude from Contreras to the Paraguayans, thanking them for their collaboration in this recent operation.
The information obtained from Fuentes moved Contreras to write a second letter, inviting all his South American counterparts to a secret meeting. He proposed forming a parallel Interpol network. Chile's war on terror was about to become international.
From the intelligence that Contreras gained from the interrogation of Fuentes, he became convinced that the leftist insurgents in the Southern Cone were organizing together in an umbrella group to fight the Chileans, the military regimes in the Southern Cone. And that gave him all the more impetus, urgency to create Operation Condor. Chile, Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, Bolivia, Brazil, later Ecuador and Peru joined. All of these countries collaborated on tracking down their critics, on logistically seizing them, interrogating them, secretly transporting them back to other countries and killing them. Even though many documents continue to be withheld, over 24,000 new documents on U.S.-Chilean relations were declassified. And among them were at least a dozen, maybe more, documents on Operation Condor. Some of them created by Defense Department and CIA contacts with Contreras in the mid-1970s on Operation Condor and on the international terrorism that was being committed by Contreras and his secret police service, the DINA.
La desclasificación de documentos es una falsedad que ha inventado un extremista marxista que trabaja en el Instituto de Ciencias Políticas en Washington. Y ahí el señor Peter Congress dice lo que quiere. Está autorizado para mentir. La operación Cóndor es una falsedad que no existió, sino que es exactamente lo mismo que ahora han hecho todos los países del mundo, incluso llamados a esto por el presidente Bush de los Estados Unidos, que le cooperen todos los servicios de inteligencia para buscar a los terroristas y poder eliminar el terrorismo en el mundo.
Contreras assigned the mission to contact his partners abroad to Colonel Mario Hahn, a most trusted aide. Hahn flew around South America to step up the intelligence exchange.
Estamos fuera de la oficina del director del Museo de Aeronáutica Civil, don Mario Jan. Don Mario Jan, Nancy Guzmán, Rodrigo Vázquez, Ramiro Vázquez. Somos del Canal 5 de Francia. ¿Ya? Y queríamos hablar con ustedes. Queríamos hacerle unas preguntitas acerca de... Estamos haciendo un reportaje sobre la visión que existe hoy día sobre la guerra contra el terrorismo en el mundo. Eso, unas preguntas acerca de eso.
¿Y qué tiene que ver como director del museo yo con eso?
Lo que pasa es que nosotros nos enteramos de que usted había participado o sido parte de los aparatos de seguridad.
No, por favor, no puede ser. Yo no doy entrevista a este tipo. Hágame el favor. Eso se lo voy a dar vuelta. ¿Quieres saber?
Sí, no vengo a opinión acerca de lo que hoy día sucede.
Hahn was never held accountable for his role in Operation Condor.
My source described Hahn as el hombre de la internacionalización, the internationalization man for DINA. And so he then appears as organizing this expansion of DINA into Operation Condor and obtaining the collaboration of the other 5 military in the Southern Cone.
Estamos en la calle Merced, frente al 322, el lugar donde se forma la operación Cóndor, se forma la brigada DINA, que va a cometer todos los crímenes fuera del país y a traer detenidos desde fuera hacia Chile.
"30 years on, DINA's international office is a hairdresser's salon.
Buenas tardes. ¿Usted es el conserje? ¿Podría hacerle unas preguntitas? Pero no le voy a quitar mucho tiempo. ¿Nunca escuchó que aquí hubiese existido una oficina de la operación Cóndor de la DINA, del Departamento de Coordinación de la DINA?
Acá no. Nunca. No.
¿Con autos y vehículos oscuros?
No.
¿No?
No, nada.
Bueno, gracias. Por esta calle además transitaban los agentes a diario con rumbo probablemente a comprar al negocio de la esquina algunos comestibles, café, azúcar, té, Coca-Cola. Y charlaban con la gente, con el dueño del negocio de la esquina.
30 años.
30 años.
Ya, vamos a ser grandes, dígame, ¿qué quiere?
Mire, ¿usted conoce ahí el número 322 donde hay una peluquería?
No.
¿No?
Sí, lo conozco, pero dígame, ¿qué se trata?
Si usted supo que alguna vez ahí funcionó
Por
la
favor,
operación
no estoy
Condor.
aquí, no tengo idea de nada. Hablamos del negocio nada más. Nada. Caballero, díganos.
¿Nunca vieron nada raro?
Nada. No.
¿O no le gusta hablar?
No me gusta hablar, Es un ultralight.
¿Usted entonces no vio nada? ¿Todos esos años no vio nada? ¿Qué? No, ¿qué te pasa?
Que tú estás usurpando un negocio que no te corresponde.
Estaba haciendo una pregunta.
Las cosas se pueden hablar, se pueden...
The heads of intelligence of 6 countries arrived here to listen to Contreras' secret plan to unify the intelligence effort across South America.
The very first part of the meeting, Contreras explained the purpose of this operation, which received the name Operation Condor. He said, Chile proposed operations to eliminate enemies all over the world, to eliminate people who were causing harm to our countries. It's difficult for me to believe that the CIA did not detect that meeting as it was happening. It involved either the heads or the vice directors, the sub-directors of the major intelligence operations in 6 countries.
An FBI agent reported on the escalation of the intelligence exchange in the region after frequent visits to the detention camps.
Robert Scherer was the FBI legal attaché in charge of FBI intelligence for the southern part of South America. His jurisdiction covered all of the countries of Operation Condor. If somebody had come to me with reports obtained under torture and said, you know, I can get you more, I will go torture more people and get you more information, I would have a moral problem. And I think that's the situation that the FBI and the CIA were, and the U.S. military were placed in.
Years later, Robert Scherer told John that he knew about Operation Condor.
When Scherer learned about Condor, Phase 3, he was told, was a plan to send assassins to Portugal and to France, to Lisbon and Paris specifically, and to carry out an assassination.
Robert Scherer didn't know that the plans included Washington. Orlando Letelier had been Allende's foreign minister, which provided him with invaluable contacts in Washington, where he lobbied against the Pinochet government. Pinochet saw him as his #1 enemy. Contreras sent a dinner crew to plant a bomb in Letelier's car. The blast killed Letelier and his American secretary, Ronnie Moffett.
I immediately walked the 4 or 5 blocks over to the Vicaria of Solidarity, the Human Rights Office, and Orlando Letelier's sister worked there as a lawyer. And of course I wanted to tell people what had happened, but mostly I needed to tell her that her brother had been Fabiola was my friend, and it was very difficult to just run into a building and tell a woman